When did the popular kid's life fall apart in a few seconds? Lost control of his car when he and his best friend were driving to Taco Bell at night. He came out of it with a fractured collarbone. His friend died on the spot. He was really close with his friend's parents too, and vice versa. He made a few posts on Facebook on how he was an idiot and how sorry he was. The dead friend's sister and parents made it very clear that they didn't blame him. It was winter, black ice, and he was 100% sober. Before he was, like, a stereotypical popular dude but in the wholesome way. Dropped out of school and became addicted to painkillers. Don't know what happened to him afterwards, but it was just sad for everyone. When he had an affair with his best friend's mom, dad died a few years before, and they got caught, so the mom got arrested for sex with a minor. The friend had to go live with other family with her younger siblings. Edit: it was statutory rape. He was 17. His dad died. It was really shitty. Before that he was popular, but also smart, motivated, a great athlete and actually a great guy in person. As much as you can be till you're 15. Then his dad died right before he was going to have a football game, heart attack in the shower before they were gonna leave for it. We heard about it later, and basically, from there, everything seemed to decline. He became angry as you could expect, and I think looking back you'd expect a decline in everything at first. But he just spiraled deeper and deeper. We didn't see him for a while. When I did catch up with him later in high school, he'd been so into drugs his brain literally seemed fried. It was sad for every reason. Her mom was diagnosed with dozens of brain tumors the beginning of our senior year, and died before Christmas. Girl went from stable, well-off and beautiful to a wreck, then off the map. After that, we lost 4 students violently, including 2 sisters stabbed by their stepdad. Staff quit. Pretty much no one in our senior class made it in life. Suicides followed graduation. 1999 was a really tough year for our school. Edit: thanks for the awards. RIP inbox. This happened in Snoqualmie, WA, aka Twin Peaks. I am doing okay these days, despite a rough life. Can't say the same for the classmates that I did keep up with. Ongoing trauma is that much harder to process when literally everyone around you is grieving too. No one gets a pause long enough between deaths to ever fully heal from any of them. We did our best. 1999 was a messed up year for so many people, and I don't know why. I think about that Offspring song "Kids Aren't Alright" a lot. One kid on school was popular only because he liked to start shit and bully everyone. So most people were friends with him just to avoid being a victim. One day he tried that on the wrong kid, got beat up so bad to the point he started crying. Honestly, I think it was a win for the bully because it gave him a pretty good wake-up call. Became less of a bully and is now quite humble. Got hit by a car. Went from bully to paraplegic. She was a bully, nothing good to say about her, but that is a rough end. 3 popular kids went swimming in a quarry. Only 2 came out. It sucks because the one that died was popular for all the right reasons. He was a genuinely good dude. I was the weird kid, but his locker was right next to mine and he was friendly every single day to every single person. He ended up becoming a 2nd grade teacher and molested little girls in his class. Now has in prison for an incredibly long time. Rumor went around that his parents paid a hefty amount to ignore rape allegations and keep him on the football team. Edit: no, it never ended up on the news. I'm not sure of the truth behind the rumors because my school likes to keep rumors hushed and there's too many kids at my school to get a single story. When he hit and killed a state trooper on the freeway while the trooper was out of his car trying to remove debris from the road. Had this cliff that was really dangerous, and to keep kids away the genius locals spread around the rumor that it was haunted. Naturally the cool kids wanted to go there like all the time. Once the gang of those supposedly cool kids, 4 in total, went there and no one really knows what happened. One kid jumped to his death, The stories of the rest didn't pan out correctly. Each one had a different version. They were high. No one was jailed. But all three were depressed and eventually spiraled out of control. One OD'd 2 years later, one was in a car accident, drunk, and one committed suicide. One of the most popular girls in my high school had a blood clot that killed her in her sleep in the middle of the school year. He got made fun of because he wanted to wait to have sex with his new GF, popular girl, so he caved and did it. Teen pregnancy. I actually ran into one of the super popular kids at the local bar when I came home from college. She would never give me the time of day in high school and I for sure thought she didn't even know I existed, but she approached me at the bar, super drunk, and said, "Hey, didn't I go to high school with you?" She then proceeded to tell me she wished she had been nicer to more people in high school and that she has no idea what she's doing with her life. Honestly, feels good to know that she's thought about how she treated people back then, not sure if that's the norm or just a weird occasion. He was an only child, and his dad had died when he was 2. Was really happy-go-lucky, and he was popular because he was outgoing, supportive, warm and kind to everybody without fail, and although he was friends with the kind of kids who bullied people, he was the first person to tell them to knock that shit off if he saw it. When we were 16, his mom, who was one of the nicest ladies I ever met in our small town, was crushed to death by a semi-trailer that drifted into her lane. He dropped out of school, he stopped talking to anybody, and he refused to let anyone visit him. I have no idea what became of him. Sorry, Jay. I hope your life got better. Well, a super popular cheerleader girl at my school ended up falling downstairs and broke her back and got paralyzed and has to use a wheelchair ever since. Frown. So yes, that is one example answer. Stairs are not a joke. His parents divorced and he started acting out. He went from good grades and clubs to failing in drugs. Guy on the football team sent a girl's nudes that the entire football team and a good portion of people in my grade got arrested during class. I haven't seen him since. The stud quarterback about 2 years ahead of me has been Narcaned at least half a dozen times. He might be dead now. Not sure if that was a problem for him in high school, but I heard he had a nasty pain pill habit in college and probably transitioned to heroin from there. He FaceTimed his girlfriend and she screen recorded him putting a baseball bat in his ass. Like, in his ass. In the 5th grade, our terrible teacher at the time told the entire class that the reason the popular kid acted out was because he didn't get enough attention at home. She did this in front of the entire class, and he left the room sobbing. My entire perspective of him changed that day, and we all already knew that the teacher was a terrible person, but that solidified it in all of our minds. I heard this one from my brother. Resident popular kid and asshole with fully paid scholarships proceeds to get drunk on Halloween, crash through the French doors of somebody's house, and passes out of their couch while covered in blood and puke while still dressed like Superman. Enter a horrified family finding him after they got home from their own Halloween party, an arrest, and no scholarships. Edit. Okay, ow, I take a nap and wake up to nearly 10,000 votes. To answer questions, as far as I know, he did not crash a car into the building. He was blackout drunk, trying to walk home, and stumbled through the window or threw something through it and then charged through the glass is the way I heard the story. That's where the blood came from. He lost his scholarships because of the arrest. Not quite sure if it impacted his ability to graduate on time or if the incident happened on or near campus. He sent a video of him sucking his own dick to his girlfriend and then it was leaked to the whole schools. Unfortunately, a cheerleader from my school had a four-wheeling accident that left her in an almost vegetative state. Through years and years of hard work on her part, she's been able to gain a little more independence. However, she'll never be exactly the same as she was before the accident. It's really sad and crazy how quickly your life can change from an accident.